Hello friends, in this video we will study about basic electrophysiological and ECG changes in Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. First of all, let me explain you normal conduction system in short. Impulses are generated from pacemaker cells of SN node, which is situated in the right atrium. Impulses then goes to both atria and this will produce P wave in the ECG. Then impulses reach to AV node and there is normal physiological AV nodal delay, and in ECG it will be shown by PR interval, which is flat isoelectric line. Impulses then travel to bundle of His and then to left and right bundle branches and depolarize the ventricles. This will produce the QRS complex. It is followed by repolarization of the ventricles, which produces T wave. As we discussed, SN node generates impulses which depolarizes the atriums, then current goes to ventricles through AV node. Normally, current cannot pass from atria to ventricle apart from AV node. In WPW syndrome, there is anomalous atrioventricular conduction pathway, which is congenital in origin. This pathway enables atrial impulses to bypass AV node, and this anomalous conduction pathway in WPW syndrome is known as bundle of Kent. In WPW syndrome, cardiac activation occurs in three phases. First, atrial activation. The impulses leaves SN node and activates the atria in normal way, so there will be normal P wave. Second, ventricular pre-excitation. These impulses are now conducted by both anomalous pathway and normal pathway. But the anomalous pathway does not possess the normal anatomical and physiological properties of AV node, which is normal AV nodal delay. So, impulses are conducted at a relatively rapid rate compared to normal pathway. So, the part of ventricles are activated, or we can say the part of ventricle is pre-excited, and this is reflected in ECG as short PR interval. And this pre-excitation of ventricles is slow because impulses are traveling through ventricles, not through a specialized pathway like bundle branches. So in ECG, there will be slow and slurred upstroke in QRS complex, which is known as delta wave. It will also prolong overall QRS duration. And the third phase is terminal ventricular activation. After normal AV nodal delay, impulses from AV node are conducted to ventricles through bundle of His and bundle branches, which is very rapid and efficient. This impulses catches up with pre-excitation impulses and completes ventricular activation in a near normal manner. Hence, there is relatively normal terminal QRS complex. Then it is followed by a T wave, which is due to normal ventricular repolarization. So in short, in WPW syndrome, the following changes are noted. First, short PR interval. Second, delta wave, which is slurred initial upstroke of QRS complex. Third, normal terminal part of QRS complex. And fourth, widening of QRS complex. So guys, this was all about this video. I hope you liked the content. Do like, share and subscribe our channel and also share it among your friends. Thank you.